Hi, everyone, and thanks for joining us tonight. We've got some exciting basketball ahead. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. So the Bronx will get the first possession. Poole outside. Pass to Howell. Jordan the screen. Just 5 on the clock. And Jordan slams it home.
And he doesn't always feel the need to get fancy on those dunks, but when Jordan does, he makes it something special, just like that one.
Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk.
And that dunk reverberated throughout this entire building.
It sure did. Up high and down hard on the windmill flush. And here is Poole after OG Anunoby made that last three-pointer. Here's Poole. Pass to Howell. Thompson with it. He's picked up by Anunoby. The Bronx needs to get off a shot here. Poole no good.
Excellent work defensively. That's how you guard a three-point shooter of his caliber.
Wilson with the block.
Incredible defensive play contesting that attempt. She displays great timing.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And we've seen Mitchell go up against much larger defenders throughout his career. And the reason he makes it look so easy is because of that 6'10" wingspan. Keep in mind, he stands at 6'1", but that's incredible length at his height.
Now here is Harris. Bradley Beal unable to get his shot to go. Beyond the arc. A shot by Wilson, no good. About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Outside for Beal. Here's McDyess. Back to Beal. Driving inside. And the dunk by McDyess.
No one throws it down as hard as McDyess. He lives for those dunks, and he never passes up a chance to make a statement.
Thompson outside. Down low. And Markkanen throws it down.
Yeah, I love putting Markkanen into the pick and roll action. He can do anything as the screener.
There's the pick. Out to Harris. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Probably moving the ball around. Anunoby outside. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Back to Anunoby. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Anunoby's got 6.
Well, he drew attention inside and then kicks the ball out.
On the way, Harris. Over Markkanen. Up again. Johnson outside. Takes a 3. Buries it from three-point range.
And Johnson, just great touch from outside. Love how quick that release is.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Devin Harris. That is his first foul of the game.
Into the lineup for Bronx.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Thompson. It's blocked.
Well, that's one way to avoid getting posterized. Stand tall and protect the rim.
Into the lineup for Bronx.
Thompson outside. Again, the miss by Thompson. Now Howard. Here's Johnson. Banked in off the glass. Johnson's got his second basket of the game.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rip.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Raleigh.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving. Anywhere on the arc, Thompson is a threat. You have to do all you can to run him off that line.
Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. For Raleigh, they've gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. Raleigh leading by 4. You know, Greg, in recent seasons, Lauri Markkanen has taken on a leadership role.
And Markkanen has been the featured player on some very young teams, and he's really embraced that role, proving to be a positive influence both on and off the court.
Pass to Jordan. Markkanen with the block.
Well, there's Markkanen putting his 7-foot frame to use with the block.
A shot by Wilson, no good. Here's Anunoby. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Wilson left side. Back to Poole. Takes the 3. Raleigh with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Took him no time at all on that one. Thompson's got 6.
And talk about playing to your strengths. Getting Thompson a look from the corner, that's as bankable as almost any play you can call.
Shot's good by Wilson.
Good offense is all about quality. She found her spot and made sure it was a quality shot.
Here's Wilson. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And it's Poole with the ball for the Bronx. 7-point differential. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And that's a big reason why Jordan's field goal percentage is always so high, because most of his finishes come right at the rim.
Anunoby outside. Fires from deep. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. 11 points in the game.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Nice shot by Thompson.
One of the purest shooters you'll ever see. Thompson's form impeccable.
Mitchell outside. Off target with his 3. The Bronx shooting their first free throw of the game. So both teams changing it up here. The Bronx trails by 5. It's deflected.
And we saw he was ready to swat that one away in very good position.
And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Shakes him. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Just slicing her way to the rim. Howard showing how dangerous she is on the attack. And give credit to Coach there for drawing that up. He positioned his guys for immediate success.
Outside Howard. Good on the triple.
Listen, she's going to open up a lot of the floor for herself when she's hitting those threes. It's about more than the points there.
To the inside. Wilson. And it's all evened up.
Listen, usually Howard is looking to score, but she smartly gives that one up to someone with a better shot.
There's the pick. Back to Anunoby. Makes it off the glass. Anunoby's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Raleigh leads by 2. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Right wing. Out to Bridges. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay. A silky, smooth jump shooter. Once Thompson senses separation, he's rising without hesitation.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. And here is Raleigh now. Out to Bridges. Paxton coming off the assist from Young. Bridges got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Johnson outside. A three ball. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Johnson's got it all tied up now for the Bronx.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Outside, Beal. And he banks in the layup. Beal's got his first basket.
Yeah, offensively, Beal is a smooth operator.
Mattier for three. Bronx grabs the miss. 90 seconds now into the second half. Pass to McDyess. And Young comes over to help. Kicks it out to Johnson. 4 on the clock. And the Bronx, another three.
And zero hesitation from Johnson. Whenever ISO Joe has a look, he's going to let it go.
Step back and squared up. Harris has got 5.
And knocking down threes is so key. It makes defenses come out of the paint and gives your team some space to operate.
And Stan, you think about the skill level of Trae Young. What makes him, in your opinion, such a tough cover?
Well, I think the best thing about Trae Young, Kevin, is as much of a scorer he is, he's even better as a passer. And so it's hard to commit a second defender to Trae Young all the time because he will find the open people and create great, great shots for his team. Well, Young is so good in that pick and roll. He knows what the defense is going to do and then just sets up his teammate.
Johnson can't get it to go. Alley trails by 4. To the middle. Here's McDyess. And the dunk by McDyess.
Yeah, no one throws it down as hard as McDyess. He lives for those dunks, and he never passes up the chance to make a statement.
And stolen by Harris. By himself. And slam dunk by Harris.
Sure, why settle for the layup when you can just jam it home? You gotta love the aggressive finish. Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Pass to McGlure. Outside, Beal. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. It's tipped. Here's McDyess. And he drives in.
Yeah, that's a great job of creating off the bounce and finishing with intent.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Gets the three-pointer to fall. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this.
Out to Harris. Here's McDyess. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground.
45.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And it's Poole with the ball for the Bronx. The lead is 2. Here's the teardrop. Kicks it out to Williamson. Poole outside. Pass to Howard. Back to Poole. 6 on the shot clock. No luck. They battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. Outside Wilson. Back to Anunoby. For 3, Mitchell. Bunch grabs the miss. Inside. Out to Thompson. This one for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. And probably leads by 1.
And this is Thompson's calling card. An exceptional shooter from downtown.
Drills it from outside. Williamson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Stolen by Wilson. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul.
First team foul. In for Bronx.
Kicks it out to Wilson. From the arc. Markkanen pulls it in. Here's Raleigh now. Pass to Mitchell. Looking for Markkanen. He gets it there.
Well, he's known primarily for his shooting, but don't be fooled. Markkanen is more than capable of finishing strong.
Here's Poole. To the paint. Kicks it out to Jordan. Nice ball movement there by the Bronx. 5 on the clock. Here's Wilson. Wow, almost had a 4-point play right there, but she'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Well, defenders can be so aggressive, and using that shot fake can be effective. She's a high IQ player.
And so she's good on all 3 free throws. Makes it a 3-point lead. Here comes Mitchell. Second chance shot. Thompson from long range. Sinks the triple.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Out to the right wing. Nifty move. Shot's good by Wilson. And the Bronx leads by 2.
She delivers a big-time bucket right there.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. There's 1:26 left to play in the final quarter.
Right up on the ball. Man, she played that to a T.
A shot by Wilson, no good. A high post shot, good, nothing but net. And now a 4-point Bronx lead.
Well, and this is why you go to trusted scorers in these moments. They had to convert, and she did.
And the shot will not go from Anunoby. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now, here's Poole. Mitchell with the steal. And stolen by Thompson. They go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that puts them up by 5.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position. Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Wilson. There's the triple. The shot misses. Here's Anunoby. Money!
Well, look, you need a bucket, go to him. This is exactly what he's built to do.
Thompson right side. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And we'll be back right after this. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Outside Bridges with the drive, and there's the dunk.
Goodness, Mikal Bridges, thundering slam off the bench.
Here's Beal. Fires the 3. Knocks down the 3.
Looking confident on that jumper. You've got to be decisive to get that one off quick.
It's deflected. As it goes out of bounds, Raleigh able to keep the ball here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
It's not just his work on defense that sets Anunoby apart. It's the intelligence with which he plays.
Harris, bounce pass. McGlure gets the bucket.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Fires at the elbow. And the Bronx takes on 2 more.
Well, look, the defense has had no answer for him. They need to keep getting him the ball until that changes.
Picked by Markkanen. Pass to Mitchell. 6 to shoot. It's in!
Well, they needed someone to step up there, and it's Markkanen who answers the call.
Johnson outside. Inside. Count it!
And you're not going to get an easier deuce than that. Straight to the basket.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for Raleigh. Out to Thompson. It drops.
And this is why they go to Thompson. The coaches, his teammates, they all trust in his ability to deliver.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Down low. Nick Dice. Money!
Caught the defense sleeping and sets up a wide open shot.
Markkanen in the corner. From past the arc. Count it!
What a shot by Markkanen. You can see why his teammates turn to him down the stretch.
And it's Beal in the corner. And stolen by Thompson. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Had to foul and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And so it's Raleigh winning this one. They had to scrape and...
Thank you everyone for making it after the game, and we hope you had a great time.
Welcome, everyone, to our broadcast. This is 2K Sports, bringing you tonight's game. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. So Raleigh will get the first possession. Outside, Markkanen takes it inside.
Okay, Lauri Markkanen, the big guy from Finland, a little mean streak there.
Right side, Williams. Misses from close range.
Oh, you gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
That one drops for him.
And this is routine for Mitchell. He doesn't need much space to feel comfortable elevating.
Here's Williams, following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you gotta love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
Well, when the 7-footer Markkanen starts to hit from deep, I mean, what are you supposed to do as a defender?
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Here's Mitchell, following the score by Albuquerque. Pass to Anunoby. And Raleigh, another three.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Thompson outside. Over Thompson. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. He just couldn't find the mark.
Thompson surveying the floor. Anunoby has the open look. And it's Raleigh with another.
And we know Thompson can do damage as a scorer, but they're showing off his ability to pass it.
Markkanen with the block.
Well, that's an incredible defensive effort there by him. He just erased that shot.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here, had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
Yeah, but we know momentum can flip the other direction very quickly. You can't get complacent.
Mitchell's shot is good.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now, here's Markkanen. He's got 5. Shot clock at 6. And Markkanen throws it down.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Yeah, incredible play on both ends of the floor. There may be too big of a gap here.
Here's Williams. Back to Johnson. Fades away. The shot by Thompson, no good. The 3. And Raleigh, another 3.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
A big-time effort for OG Anunoby, providing a lot of energy for Raleigh. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll return shortly. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Raleigh.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
Pass to Kaman. Outside for Davis. For three, Smith. And it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen. Coach, you and I were just talking about this the other day. We don't see many Finnish players in the NBA. I know Lauri is proud of that.
Well, he should be, Kevin, because he's not only a great player, but he's probably a role model for everybody in Finland and proving that you can come from anywhere now in the NBA and make yourself into a great player if you have both the skill and the desire to do so.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Dives for it. Smith on the wing. Smith on the wing. Pass to Kaman. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Kaman's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for Albuquerque. Anunoby outside. And it's off from three-point range. Albuquerque trails by 15. Young outside. Pass to Thompson. Outside, Davis. Clock at 6. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Well, Thompson is known for that shooting ability, but deserves more recognition for his defense. He's got the size, the lateral quickness, and most importantly, the desire defensively.
And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Well, that's just outstanding focus, absorbing the contact and finding a way to finish.
Holly shooting their second free throw attempt on the night.
And we've seen Mitchell go up against much larger defenders throughout his career. And the reason he makes it look so easy is because of that 6'10 wingspan. Keep in mind, he stands at 6'1", but that's incredible length at his height.
Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Out to Thompson. Picked by Markkanen. It's Thompson off the drive. Tries it from the top of the key. Stolen by Thompson. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul. Some changes for Raleigh.
Substitution on the court.
Smith outside. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
And it's become clear what a leader Young is on this team. He senses when they need an infusion of confidence and always tries to provide it.
Albuquerque trails by 19. Williams looking around. Thompson outside. Johnson for three. Holly with the rebound.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Inside. Stolen by Bosch. Kicks it out to Johnson.
Foul call. Derek Lively. First personal foul.
Here's Young. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Out to Battier. Pass to McDyess. It's back to Battier. 6 on the shot clock. Young in the corner. Raleigh needs to get off a shot. McDyess can't hit. Here's Lively. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, it's good to have a player on the floor with that kind of awareness. He recognized the situation.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Raleigh leads by 17. And we'll be back right after this. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead.
And Bosch proving he has the range. The D has to take him seriously from outside.
Young with the ball. And Bosch picks him up defensively. Harris's shot is good.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
McDyess a screen. To the paint. And Lively pulls it down. Albuquerque trails by 16. Outside Williams. Thompson outside. Here's Bosch. He has 5. And the baseline jumper no good. McDyess with the ball. Raleigh moving the ball around. Young for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Crisp mechanics of Young on display there. A guy who has his shot down cold.
Thompson outside. And Thompson throws it down.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
Pass to McDyess. And the dunk by McDyess.
Well, that's Trae Young's strength, working that pick and roll to perfection.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. For 3, Williams. And McDyess pulls it down.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
To the inside. 6 feet out. And it's Raleigh with another.
Yeah, to start that play, he sets a solid screen and then gets rewarded for it.
The shot. Welcome, everyone, to our broadcast. This is 2K Sports, bringing you tonight's game. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy.
Here we go.
So Raleigh will get the first possession. Right side, Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
Well, you can't forget that Markkanen is an accomplished dunker.
It's Thompson off the drive. It's stolen by Divac. Outside, Williams. Inside. Shot clock at 6. Pulls up on the wing. Markkanen pulls it in. Here's Raleigh now. The deep three from Thompson. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
A silky smooth jump shooter. Once Thompson senses separation, he's rising without hesitation.
For three, Smith. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot three.
Great atmosphere in this building tonight. The fans were primed for this game. And Smith is known as a streaky shooter, but when he gets hot, boy, he is really fun to watch.
Here's Raleigh now. The drive by Mitchell. Pass to Anunoby. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, Anunoby meets resistance inside, but he uses some muscle to get that shot off.
Outside, Williams. Here's Divac. Raleigh with the rebound.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
And there's the bucket from Markkanen. Markkanen's got his second bucket of the game to go.
In the pick and roll, it seems like Markkanen gets the timing right most times. He's got a high offensive IQ.
Divac. And it's Divac with the jam.
Nice read. Sets his teammate up. You like how they're sharing the ball.
Markkanen, good.
Just a great setup for Markkanen. All he needed to do was shoot in rhythm.
Now here's Williams. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Here's Mitchell. Out to Thompson. Pass to Wilson. Raleigh moving the ball around. Now Thompson. There's a good screen. Raleigh needs to get off a shot. Anunoby, no good. Divac with it. Stolen by Mitchell. Anunoby with it. And Young picks him up defensively. Back to Anunoby. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Anunoby's got 5 now.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Outside, Markkanen. And Raleigh another 3. Welcome, everyone, to our 2K Sports broadcast. We have a great game on tap for you. Tonight, it'll be Chicago going up against Raleigh. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. So it'll be Chicago off the tip. Pass to Vandersloot. On the wing, Thompson. Bosch, the screen. Fires the three. The shot by Thompson, no good. Here's Raleigh now. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Yeah, Thompson can be fast and nimble on the drive, catching him unprepared.
Here's Vandersloot. For three. Klay Thompson grabs the miss. Mitchell outside. Buries the long-range jumper.
And Mitchell is a confident scorer, including from downtown.
Here's Vandersloot. And again, Chicago. No good. Outside Wilson. To Mitchell from deep. A three-pointer is right on target. Mitchell's got 6.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Back to Thompson. And they get it. Wilson grabs the board. And so Anunoby will bring it up for Raleigh. Mitchell with it, and it's Bird picking him up. Pass to Markkanen. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here, have the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
Yeah, but we know momentum can flip the other direction very quickly. You can't get complacent now.
And here's Bird from the arc. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
This is just what Bird does. He makes shooting from range look easy.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. Welcome, everyone, to 2K Sports. The stage is set. The fans are buzzing. And 2 teams ready to go. Tonight, we'll see Toronto as they play against Raleigh. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony.
Here we go.
And so off the tip, it's Toronto. Outside Wilson. Back to Iverson. Cunningham outside. Off target from outside. Anunoby has the open look. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Back to Wilson. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Attacking the heart of that defense. She was in point-blank range.
Anunoby outside. Puts it up from 15. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And what you love about Anunoby, he just keeps working. He just keeps coming at you. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Here's Wembanyama. There's the 3. And it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he can use to improve on his strength. But he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that. But as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is, for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
It's not just his work on defense that sets Anunoby apart. It's the intelligence with which he plays.
Now here's Iverson. To the middle. 5 on the clock. Toronto needs to get off the shot. Here's Thompson. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Pass to Thompson. Fires from deep. Toronto grabs the miss.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Markkanen with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. Outside, Markkanen. Here's Thompson. And it's Raleigh with another.
One of the purest shooters you'll ever see. Thompson's form impeccable.
Pass to Mitchell. And Mitchell with a clear path to the hoop.
Well, you could see as that was unfolding, he raced down the court and got great position to take advantage of the transition opportunity.
Thompson outside. Raleigh moving the ball around. The putback. Kicks it out to Wilson. Anunoby outside. Shot clock at 6. Tries again. And it's good on the way in. Anunoby's got 10 points.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
About 3 seconds between shot and game play. Cunningham's shot is off. Left side, Markkanen. It's stolen by Cunningham. A big-time effort for OG Anunoby, providing a lot of energy for Raleigh. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Raleigh?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard, and they are physical.
And that kick out, how about the vision she's got on display here tonight?
Cunningham left side. And it's good off the back rim and in. Cunningham's got his second basket of the game.
In the pick and roll action, Clay leans on his experience, a sense of when to give it up.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power, hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Cunningham. Kicks it out to Iverson. Thompson outside. Here's Wilson. And so Anunoby will bring it up for Raleigh. This is the most they've led by, 13 points.
Powerful move by Anunoby inside. He really attacks when he's in close like that.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Here's Cunningham. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Pass to Mitchell. Mitchell, explosive finish.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Offensive rebound to the left wing. Now Cunningham. He's guarded by Anunoby. Pass to Thompson. Wilson with the block.
And she showed some great instincts on the block, reading that play and getting into position.
Raleigh leading by 15. Inside. And Markkanen throws it down.
In the pick and roll, it seems like Markkanen gets the timing right most times. He's got a high offensive IQ.
Pass to Thompson. Back to Wilson. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Good work inside there. She's showing how effective she can be in the paint.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit from 15 feet away. The kick out to Anunoby. That one goes in. Anunoby's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, Anunoby's number has been called often in this one, and he's made the most of it.
Pass to Iverson. Back to Wilson. The tray. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Raleigh leading by 17. And Thompson launches it from deep. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
Toronto foul. Wilson. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Bridges. And a miss there off the inbound. And so it's Raleigh feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We've got more in store for you right after this. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Here's Harris. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Harris has got the first bucket of the third here for Raleigh. Paul outside. Out to Thompson. Fires the three. Cans it from downtown. Thompson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Harris a screen. Pattier outside. And Pattier throws it down.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Toronto working the ball around now. Back to Wembanyama. Ball outside. Just 5 on the clock. The rebound by Young. Raleigh leading by 18. There's the drive. McDyess. And the dunk by McDyess.
And no one throws it down as hard as McDyess. He lives for those dunks, and he never passes up the chance to make a statement.
Yeah, and being able to catch and shoot is a skill in itself. Some guys need the ball in their hands to be effective.
Good on the three-point shot.
Strong response by the veteran Harris. Coming back with his own three, making a statement doing it.
In the corner, it's Bridges. Young with the ball. Now defended by Cunningham. McDyess a screen. In the corner, it's Bridges. Over Paul. Bridges misses. Toronto trails by 20. Wilson inside. Thompson outside. Pass to Paul. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
Billy Cunningham. First personal foul. First team foul.
And here is Raleigh now. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
Substitution for Toronto.
There's 1:17 left to play in the third. Pass to McNice. The kick out to Young. Clock at 6. From deep. Buries it from three-point range. Young's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Well, Trae Young is a tremendous outside shooter with almost limitless range.
The three for Doncic. And again, no good by Toronto. To the paint. On the wing, Bridges. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
An expert shooter in the corner. Bridges knows that angle so well.
Smith outside to end the drought. Paul for three. Drops in the tray.
Attacking from range there with some serious confidence.
Bridges outside. Harris a screen to the inside. And Cunningham with the block. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Raleigh on top, running away with this one. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Here's Toronto. Smith outside. Makes good on the step-back jumper. Smith's got his first 2 points.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds. I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
You got a feel for the defender. Wemby is a nightmare matchup.
And the second free throw, good. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Raleigh. Into the lane.
Sure, why settle for the layup when you can just jam it home? You gotta love the aggressive finish.
Off his leg. And the ref saying he kicked it. Doncic feeling it out. Takes it inside. Oh, and he misses the dunk. Here's Wilson. Kept alive. Out to Thompson. Raleigh moving the ball around. Anunoby outside. A second chance effort. Toronto grabs the miss. Smith with it. He's picked up by Anunoby.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Driving in. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
And the penetrating ability of Anunoby. Confident when it comes to attacking the defense.
And again, no good by Toronto. Mitchell outside. No one near him. With the tip. And Anunoby stays with it.
Now that's on the defense there. Anunoby is someone you gotta box out or he'll make you pay.
There's the pick. Paul for 3. And again, Toronto no up. Here's Raleigh now. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. And here's the fast break. Here's Cunningham. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
thunderous jam. Wow.
It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Back to Markkanen. Mitchell outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go. Markkanen can't get it to go. Smith outside. Pass to Cunningham. Back to Smith. And here's Doncic from the arc. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Wilson into the lane. That shot off. Here's Toronto now. Out to Smith. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
The ball goes to Toronto.
Welcome, everyone, to our 2K Sports broadcast. We have a great game on tap for you. We'll watch Raleigh in this one as they go up against Albuquerque. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy.
Here we go.
So Raleigh will get the first possession. Now Mitchell. The kick out to Anunoby. That's tipped. Johnson for 3. Markkanen pulls it in.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And we talk about great two-way players in this league. Anunoby is at the top of that list.
Cunningham for 3. Raleigh with the rebound. Jacks up a 3. Back to Markkanen. Mitchell outside. Out to Thompson. From downtown. The three-pointer is right on target.
Arguably the smoothest jumper in the game, Klay Thompson.
Here's Johnson. Klay Thompson grabs the miss. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Raleigh. Coach, you and I were just talking about this the other day. We don't see many finished players in the NBA. I know Lowry is proud of that.
Well, he should be, Kevin, because he's not only a great player, but he's probably a role model for everybody in Finland and proving that you can come from anywhere now in the NBA and make yourself into a great player if you have both the skill and the desire to do so.
He misses the free throw.
Well, Thompson is known for that shooting ability, but deserves more recognition for his defense. He's got the size, the lateral quickness, and most importantly, the desire defensively.
The shot by Vandersloot, no good. Thompson outside. Trying to find Anunoby. Gets it to him. Back to Mitchell. Outside, Markkanen. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Here's Raleigh now. 7-point differential. Here's Anunoby. And Anunoby slams it in.
OG hard charging.
Here's Chamberlain. Oh, and he jams it right over Lowry Markkanen. Wow.
How about the body control and just the sheer athletic prowess of Chamberlain on that one.
And as it goes out of bounds, Albuquerque able to keep the ball here. And Albuquerque making a change here. 1:32 left in the first quarter. Pass to Vandersloot. The three from Bosch. 6 on the shot clock. Those three-pointers off the mark. Raleigh leading by 7. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Smith outside. Stolen by Wilson. Here's Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
An impressive athlete. I like seeing Thompson take it inside and drop the hammer.
And Chamberlain with the stuff.
And that's a big boy dunk right there. He threw that down like a sledgehammer.
That is a violent attack on the rim. And Anunoby, here we go.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Back to Chamberlain. Holly with the rebound. On the wing, Thompson. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Thompson's got a couple of threes now in the first for Raleigh.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
The drive by Mitchell. And now Bosch on the floor all by himself. Anunoby sends it back. Here's Mitchell. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, it's not difficult to figure out why they've built this lead. They have been dominant in the paint.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Raleigh?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
Smart pass leading to an easy bucket.
And Greg, you might not be showing up and showing off. Mitchell.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Ball's knocked loose. On the wing, Thompson. Welcome, everyone, to our 2K Sports broadcast. We have a great game on tap for you. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. So Raleigh will get the first possession. Picked by Markkanen. Anunoby has the open look. Bangs home the trifecta.
You have to stay connected to Anunoby out on the perimeter. Can't give him any daylight.
Thompson outside. And Raleigh another three.
Great decision there. Move the ball out and find the open shooter.
There's the three. Sinks the three-pointer.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Outside Wilson. Takes a three. And Raleigh another three.
Yeah, she was looking for revenge there. Just knocking it down to match their last bucket.
And when you talk about Dylan Harper, Greg, just how impressive is his skill set?
A tall guard with incredible handles and elite elusivity. He already has an impressive command of the pick and roll. Harper, I believe, is primed to be a special player in this league.
And here is Mitchell. After OG Anunoby made that last three-pointer.
Oh, the leaping ability of Mitchell, allowing him to go way upstairs.
Now, here's Harper. Here's Bosch. Driving inside. And the dunk by Bosch.
Well, the best dunks are quick, emphatic, and leave the defense knowing it was on them.
Here's Mitchell. The kick out to Anunoby. 5 on the clock. To the middle. And it's Mexico City with the rebound. Here's Bain. Oh!
Well, nice take from Bain. Solid at noticing holes in defenses and exploiting.
Mitchell left side. And there's the call on Bosch. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Pass to Markkanen. 6 on the shot clock. Mitchell wide open. And Bain pulls it down. Back to Bosch. In the corner, Şengün with it. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Inside. Here's Markkanen. Chris Bosch with the rebound. Pass to Şengün. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Banked in off the glass.
Let the big fella eat. Şengün just doing his thing down low. And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
That's a floater go. Harper's shot's good.
That's a great trip. You always want to end up with those close looks.
Poked away. And so the ball out of bounds. Bosch touched it last. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
Well, he's known primarily for his shooting, but don't be fooled. Markkanen is more than capable of finishing strong.
Here's Wilson. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Raleigh leads by 4. The second quarter coming up right after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Raleigh.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
Here's Markkanen, and Markkanen throws it down.
Okay, Lauri Markkanen, the big guy from Finland, a little mean streak there.
You know, Greg, in recent seasons, Lauri Markkanen has taken on a leadership role.
And Markkanen has been the featured player on some very young teams, and he's really embraced that role, proving to be a positive influence both on and off the court.
Here's Anunoby. That one a little long. Mexico City trails by 4. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Şengün. Markkanen pulls it in. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Alperen Şengün.
Well, with his skill, you can forget Markkanen is a 7-footer, but he can bully you down low, too.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
Well, that's not the focus we're used to seeing from him at the line. He's usually rock solid from there.
And stolen by Thompson. Wilson with the block.
That's just fantastic rim protection right there. You can tell she relishes coming away with blocks at the basket. Well, that's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Teams changing it up here. Here's Harper. Lays it up off the glass. Harper's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Superb focus from Harper on that shot, absorbing the contact well.
Young with the ball. He's picked up by Ewing. And he commits the intentional foul.
Home team foul. Harper. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Back to Young. Raleigh moving the ball around. Here's McDyess. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Harper.
No one throws it down as hard as McDyess. He lives for those dunks, and he never passes up the chance to make a statement.
And it's Ewing in the corner. Launches it. Good on the three-point shot.
Well, you know teams covet that corner shot. It's the shortest three in the game.
Harris a screen. Pass to McDyess. Back to Young. Now McDyess. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the call on Dylan Harper. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. Raleigh shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Pretty easy to be the teammate of Tobias Harris. You can count on double digits from him most nights, and he doesn't need a ton of the ball to get there.
Here's Payne. And there's another one from Mexico City. And 101 left to play in the first half. Harris a screen. Here's Young. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, and despite his size, Young is never intimidated taking it off the dribble.
Oh, An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Young looking it over. McDyess a screen. Shot from 12. Chris Bosh with the rebound. Battier with the steal. McDyess, good. McDyess has got 5 points now this quarter.
Nothing new for McDyess. Exceptional at keeping his eye on the rim.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Young outside. Pass to Harris. Lets it go from deep. Drills the three-pointer. Harris has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Holly on top, up by 4. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Mexico City trails by 4. Pass to Grant. The tray. Drills it from outside.
Well, you know, Grant's ability to space the floor is very valuable to this offense.
And as his career has progressed, Dan, Jeremy Grant becoming a more offensively focused player.
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. I think that Jeremy Grant's one of those guys that got his early playing time in the league with defense, energy, and effort. And as he got more playing time, that allowed him to develop his offensive skills. And now he is a very good scorer on top of what he gives you on the defensive end.
Şengün with the bucket.
Boy, you can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
In the corner, Castle with it for the lead. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Castle's got the lead up to 1 now for Mexico City. To the inside. Back to Şengün. A three-pointer, no good. And it's Harris with the ball for Raleigh. Going inside. And slam dunk by Harris.
You know, Harris isn't just a jump shooter. He's also skilled at finding avenues to the rim.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Outside, Ewing. Outside Bosh. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. And Mexico City leads by 1.
Oh, a master from the mid-range. Bosh, fantastic at getting his shot off from there.
Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
On the wing, Harris knocks down the 3 ball. Harris has got it all tied up now for Raleigh.
Terrific at cashing in off the catch. Harris wants those passes to come his way.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
And the dunk by McDyess.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Here's Bain. Here's Ewing. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Ewing's got 9.
How about the muscle inside from Ewing? Easily getting to wherever he wants to on that low block. Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive, so there's a balance.
Here's Harris. Driving in.
Oh, using that length on defense, Bosch positioning himself well to come up with the block.
Here's Anunoby. Pass to Chapman. 6 to shoot. It's up a 3. It's good from long range. And it's a 7-point Mexico City lead.
What an intelligent set there to get himself some room for the shot.
Bridges with the steal. For 3, Harris. And so it's Mexico City bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percent.
The away team, 43.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Valley trails by 7. Down low. Here's Markkanen.
So good to see Markkanen using force on his finish.
Outside Harper. To the paint. Here's McDyess. And the dunk by McDyess.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
With enthusiasm, Anunoby punishing the D for giving him that opening.
Pass to Harper. Mexico City moving it around. To the right side. Now McDyess. Shot clock at 5. Mexico City needs to get a shot off here. And there's another one for Mexico City.
This is why Harper's teammates and coaches encourage him to fire from that mid-range. They know how lethal he can be.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately, Mexico City leading by 5. Over to the wing. Outside Harper. Screen by Şengün. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. Şengün's got the lead up to 7 now for Mexico City. Left side Markkanen. Pulls it from 20. Right through the cylinder that time. All net. Markkanen's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I'll tell you, Markkanen has become one of the best scorers in the league. He beats you so many different ways.
Here's Harper. And the layup falls. And Mexico City leads by 7.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
And this is why they go to Thompson. The coaches, his teammates, they all trust in his ability to deliver.
Here's Abdul Rahim. From down in the low post, it goes.
Oh, great find there for the open man.
Pass to Markkanen. Right side Wilson. Mitchell outside. Now Anunoby. Hits the three-point bomb.
And the native of England, Anunoby doesn't back down from taking the big shots.
Outside Harper. Pass to Bain. Good D by Johnson. Valley trails by 4. Here's Mitchell. A shot missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul. Well, that's a huge bucket in a pressure-packed moment. You can see why this team trusts Desmond Bain.
Good! And now they trail by just 4.
Well, they needed someone to step up there, and it's Markkanen who answers the call.
Mexico City with the ball. Here's Bosch, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And right now, shouldering the load, Bosch looks at a tough situation and says, "I got this."
Anunoby. And it's Mexico City with the rebound. The shot and game clock separated by 4. And that one's good by Bosch.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
And out of bounds, Mexico City will have it.
Substitution on the court.
Harper wide open. Hands it from downtown. And so it's Mexico City winning this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We thank you for watching. So long, everyone.